Hello, and welcome to your Need to Know for June 6th, hosted by Jmore, Jonathan Oleisky, and sponsored by University of Maryland, Baltimore. Join us here every Tuesday at 12:30 for your weekly news roundup and discussion of current events. Please feel free to comment and ask us questions in the field below. Jonathan, what's going on?
Hey, Amanda, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
All right, and welcome to all of our viewers out there in Jmore Facebook land. And we start today's news off with some heavy news, as seems to be the case every week for us. As we know, we've been following world news. The terror attacks have continued. 7 people died and at least 50 were injured on June 3rd when a white van rammed into pedestrians on the famous London Bridge in the 3rd terror attack in the United Kingdom in 3 months. Very tragic. The assailants exited the vehicle and began stabbing bystanders. Police shot and killed 3 attackers, and ISIS has claimed responsibility. Britain's chief rabbi, Ephraim Mervis, stressed the importance of remaining committed to peace and tolerance, and that's what we'd want a rabbi to say. Pardon me, to say during times like this, as my voice gets a little choked up here. This past weekend, there was also a hostage attack and shooting in Melbourne, actually yesterday, not this past weekend, that ISIS also claimed responsibility for. So it's a dangerous world out there, but be safe, folks. Turning to domestic news, James Comey, the former director of the FBI, is going to testify before the Senate Intelligence Committee on June 8th. People are saying this possibly could have the highest rating since election.
Really?
How about that?
That's funny.
President Trump has decided not to assert executive privilege. Therefore, he's not going to block James Comey, his testimony. And this is going to mark the first time that Comey has spoken publicly since he was fired on May 9th. And speculation is very high in Washington and around the country that the former FBI director will be faced with questions regarding whether the president pressured him to shut down the FBI investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. So stay tuned.
Interesting. Tune into that.
Large headlines coming out of that. Turning a little closer to home here in Baltimore, Hillary Clinton, the former Secretary of State and presidential candidate, visited Charm City last night to serve as a keynote speaker at the biannual fundraiser for the Elijah Cummings Youth Program in Israel, which is just a fabulous program that Congressman Elijah Cummings started a number of years ago to really build a dialogue between African-American and local Jewish and Israeli teens. And hats off to him for the great work that he does. More than 200 supporters were in attendance at the Frederick Douglass Isaac Myers Maritime Park and Museum in Fells Point. And it's great that people in the community around the country come to support this effort. It's a good thing.
You can read coverage from last night's event by editor-in-chief Alan Filer on jmoreliving.com.
Excellent.
And if you are just joining us, this is Jmore's Need to Know on Facebook Live, coming to you from Hamden, hosted by our own Jonathan Oleisky. He's not yours, he's ours. And sponsored by University of Maryland, Baltimore. Ask us whatever you like in the comments field below, and be sure to like and share what else is going on, Jonathan.
There we go. All right. Al Franken, the former Saturday Night Live comedian turned United States Senator, and he's actually done a very good job.
He's
he's really learned the ins and outs, and some people call him a policy wonk.
And he does have a new book out, and I think during that book tour he was saying that he had to suppress his comedy while he's being a politician.
He's done a good job. So Al Franken on Bill Maher. So following Bill Maher's use of the N-word on HBO on June 2nd, which created quite a controversy, was incredibly inappropriate. Yes, we're editorializing here, but it's just wrong. Senator Al Franken canceled his upcoming appearance on Real Time with Bill Maher. Maher has apologized for the remark. HBO says they're not going to fire him over the comment. So here's a quote from Senator Franken's office. Senator Franken believes that what Bill Maher said was inappropriate and offensive, which is why he made the decision not to appear on the next episode of Real Time. Franken's spokesperson said in a statement email to the Huffington Post. And you know what? Good for the senator.
Yeah, and I do believe they're both actually friends, like in real life otherwise. And I think they respect each other. And, Bill Maher has stated that was maybe not the best comment to make.
And here's some questions. If Maher was anyone else, would he have been fired?
Or if it wasn't HBO and maybe some other
possibly.
network. Yeah, so we also have a blog post up at jmoreliving.com by Michael Olesker about First Amendment issues following both the Bill Maher incident and the incident of Kathy Griffin holding up a fake severed bloody head of President Trump. So, and Oleisky has some pretty interesting things to say about.
I've not read that yet.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
All right, what else?
Have to do that. So Wonder Woman at the box
Yay.
office. Who out there has seen Wonder Woman? I have not. Amanda?
No,
you seen
I
Wonder
meant
Woman?
to. I didn't do it yet.
Producer man over there. Have you seen Wonder Woman? He's shaking his head no.
I have not.
Okay, he's responded he has not. So
want
three
to. I want
people
to.
in the world here have not seen
We're the
Wonder
only
Woman.
three, maybe.
We're the only three. But Wonder Woman, starring Israeli superstar Gal Gadot and directed by Patty Jenkins, earned, this is amazing, $100.5 million in its North American opening weekend. It's the biggest opening ever for a female director. Mazel tov. That's
Yes,
a great thing.
super awesome.
The previous record, do you know who held the previous record? Anyone out there in Facebook land? It was held by 50 Shades of Grey, which earned
Go figure.
$85.2 million in 2015. Why you all don't know that off the top of your head, I'm really not sure. I didn't know it. According to CNN Money, more than half of this weekend's Wonder Woman audience was female, which is a great thing.
Way to break that glass ceiling. Yay, Wonder Woman.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Go,
Also,
Gal.
I think I heard this morning that Jordan is now considering banning it as well. Lebanon already banned it.
Okay.
Jordan is next in line.
Well, that's just wrong.
Don't ban it.
Yeah, don't ban it.
Let's
Say
love
it.
Wonder Woman.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
We'll be wrapping up soon. As a reminder, this is Jmore's Need to Know on Facebook Live, hosted by Jonathan Oleisky, sponsored by University of Maryland, Baltimore. You can join us here every Tuesday at 12:30. Follow at hashtag Jmore Need to Know and see more news at jmoreliving.com. So, from the Jewish athlete beat, what is happening?
Well, we have a bunch of stuff. And of course, we have to mention our wonderful colleagues in our sister publication,
course we
Pressbox,
do.
because we're
Hey,
broadcasting
Pressbox.
from their studios. We're getting to make the move from the ground floor up all to the third floor here at Meadow Mill in our exciting new offices.
Right, we are joining forces. It is
right.
Pressbox/Jmore
It's going to
here
be
at
exciting.
Meadow Mill.
So ESPN came out with a ranking of their 100 most famous sports stars. Let's dissect that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, can you guess the only Jewish athlete to make the 2017 list of the 100 most famous sports stars? Time's up.
I wouldn't have guessed it. I would have
Okay.
not even thought of it.
Okay, producer man, can we stump you over there? He's looking
He
at
was
me.
thinking.
I don't think it's Ryan Braun.
No. The answer is Olympic gymnast Ali Raisman, who came in at 99.
Right.
How about that? Shocking.
Shock.
Now, this is interesting how they calculated this. So the ESPN calculated the rankings by looking at endorsement money, social media following, and Google search results.
Mm-hmm.
I would have qualified for none of this, besides the fact I'm clearly not an athlete. I can barely read today's
Right.
comments.
I have no endorsements.
Amanda
Yeah.
has no endorsements. Raceman only has $450,000 in endorsement deals, but she has 2.2 million social media followers. That's probably on Instagram and nearly 1 million on Twitter. That's
Which
impressive.
is what got her on the
Right.
list, but the endorsement money is
Right.
what kept her that low.
So who else beside Mark Spitz should have made the list? and clearly, it's a 2017 list.
Right?
Out there in
I don't know.
Facebook land, if anyone has some names of Jewish athletes who should have made the list, let us know.
Yeah, I can't even think of anyone.
Yeah.
Like, who's got a? There must be some Under Armour endorsed athlete right now.
But
who's-
they got to be Jewish.
I know, that's what I'm trying to
we
think.
have to have someone.
We
Well,
have to- we'll
talking
figure it
about
out.
Jewish athletes,
Yes,
to
do
continue
tell.
on our theme,
Do tell.
the Baltimore Orioles, go O's, have a
O's.
new pitcher who is Jewish. Hopefully we won't botch his name here. Left-handed Richard Blyer has joined the O's bullpen after pitching for the Yankees last year. Boo! We won't say that in case there are Yankee fans out
I'm
there.
okay with the Yankees.
Okay. He got called up to the team in May and says, this is a quote, "I just try every day. I don't take any day for granted. I'm happy to be here today, and hopefully I'm here tomorrow." He's a happy
right.
dude.
Yeah, get out to the yard and cheer for Richard Blyer. Let's hope he
Absolutely.
sticks around a while.
That's right. Have a beer, have a pretzel, and cheer for the Jewish pitcher.
And
How
maybe
about
he'll
that?
make that ESPN list next.
That's
next year,
right. We should
right?
start a campaign.
Get him an endorsement deal.
I don't know. Producer man's kind of shaking his
No,
head.
he doesn't like that. He doesn't think he's going to stick around. Maybe there's no hope for him.
I think producer man is actually very wise and knowledgeable when it comes to
He
sports.
probably
'cause
knows
I'm
more
not.
about sports than me or you, maybe.
Both of us combined. On that note,
Yes, toss us a J word of the day.
All right, here we go. This is a Hebrew word, yalla, and it means yalla. Pardon me. Let's go. The usage would be, let's blow this popsicle stand, yalla.
Yalla.
All right, rock and roll. We're out of here, folks.
Well, before we yalla, I'm going to put in a little plug for an event happening tonight that you should all come check out. So join us for Jmore night at Readings with Ralphie at 7:30 at Bird in Hand. Jmore contributor Ralphie Alvarez hosts this weekly event, or maybe it's monthly. I don't know when it is, but there is one tonight. And Jmore's own Ira Galanter and Simone Ellen are going to tell stories, as is our contributor Michael Oleisky. So it's going to be just a big old Jmore crowd there tonight, and it sounds like a lot of fun. So you should come check that out. Yeah. So we'll see you tonight, hopefully. That is it for us today. Join us here every Tuesday at 12:30 for your Need to Know News Roundup. Additionally, you can join us on Fridays at 12:30 for your Weekend Agenda with myself and Simone Ellen. In the meantime, have a great week. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Follow us at hashtag Jmore Need to Know. Check back for more updates and breaking news stories at jmoreliving.com. Yalla, Jonathan!
All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care.